Good morning, Christy.
Good morning. This one is going to be very short.
All right, we can handle very short.
I expect 99% appearance. I think
All
there's
right.
one that will not show. She didn't show last time.
All right.
All right. Well, let's pull him in and get the first one started.
Okay.
We will have an indigency hearing at the end. It's Tanya Cornwell. Oh,
Okay.
I've sent you in the past her email, but let me make. Okay. Let me find it in my scans very quickly. Cornwell. Right here. Open. Yes. Okay. There. All right. I just sent it to you.
Hand me my pad over there, would you please?
Okay.
I understand why people have two screens on their computers now.
Right.
I have one screen and I work off my iPad.
Okay. She's not on yet. This is another gentleman. Let me get him to unmute. But she did call and confirm her email. So, I mean, the link. So I know she'll be on.
Good.
All right. Mr. Martinez,
Yes.
there you are. Okay. Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Mr. Martinez.
Good morning.
Judge Minter, this is Juan Martinez. He has a RAN stop sign and a violate promise to appear. He is on deferral from March of 2022. He was instructed to pay $337 on the stop sign, $353 on the violate promise to appear within 120 days. They were originally due by July. He did appear in August. You granted an extension to December 31. So he has not paid. He has a balance of $27 on the stop sign. And the $353 is still open on the violate promise to appear.
Okay.
Michael Brink.
Join the meeting.
Mr. Martinez, are you able to pay these arrearages today?
Not completely full, no.
Okay. How much can you pay today, sir?
Right now available, I have $100.
Okay. That would make you owe $279. How long would it take you to get that paid, sir?
If I can do payments of 50 within 4 or 5 weeks.
Okay. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to order you to pay $100 today in order you to pay $50 a month starting the 15th of March. So it's paid in full.
Okay.
Okay. The reason I'm doing that is because even though you haven't paid it like you agreed to, you have made some effort. So we'll give you a break on it. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Martinez. You're excused, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
You can hang up, Mr. Martinez.
Judge Minter, could you repeat his, I know $100 today. What was the rest?
$50 a month starting March 15th.
Okay.
And because he's made some effort.
Okay. All right.
Unlike so many people that just decided to forget it.
Yep. All right. Heather, will you unmute? All
Okay.
right.
I think I'm finally starting to get in the hang of it.
We still struggle So you are just fine. Judge Mentor, this is Heather Segura. She was on deferral for a speeding violation, 92 and a 70. She was to do 24 hours community service in lieu of 275. That is all I'm needing. She's done everything else.
Okay.
No,
Did
wait,
you not get the paper?
Heather,
I tried to call
sorry.
yesterday to make sure you got the paper.
yeah, my apologies. She did submit it and I wrote it down. That's why I'm thinking, why do you
Okay.
need it if I have it written on your file? But
Well,
yes.
I was
we
like,
did
I hope
receive
you
it.
got it. So that kind of worried me.
Yeah, they were due actually by January 2nd, and she submitted them on February 14th. So she's just here to ask if you will accept them later.
That's fine. Heather, we'll accept these. Thank you very much and good luck. to you.
Okay. Well, I definitely did reach out to her to let her know that I had been in a car wreck and I had no use of my car for like almost a month and I wasn't working. I mean, so there was no way to get to community service.
Well, we appreciate your effort and thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. So we're good. We're done now.
Yes, ma'am. You're excused.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
Thank you for all
welcome.
your work and help. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. Mr. Brinks, if you will unmute. There you go.
Hello?
Hi. All right.
Hello.
Judge Mentor, this is Michael Brinks. He was put on driver's safety course in September for a speeding 68 and a 55. He has done everything except submit his driving record and his driver's safety course.
Mr. Branks, have you completed your course, sir?
No, sir, I have not. I've started a new job. I'm working a whole bunch more hours than I should have done it on weekend. I don't really have a good excuse. That's it. I would like an extension to try and get it completed. I paid for it. I just haven't completed it. It's probably expired. I'll probably have to pay for it again and then get the submit the driving record.
All right. How long do you think it'll take you to do this, Mr. Branks?
Because I'm scared to death to get the warrant real soon. I can't tell you exact.
Okay.
But by the end of March for sure.
Well, I'm going to give you the 15th of March, okay?
Absolutely.
Be sure that you have it
Can I
done
come-
by then.
Yes, sir. Can I come in there and get the links to the where I get my driving record and stuff?
Sure, or not, if you want to call Miss Adams, you don't have to come in. She'll give you that stuff on the phone.
All right.
All right. All right. Let's just be sure we have it done by the 15th if we can.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, and then Tanya Cornwell. There was a guy, there was a guy that is on deferral for, he's got a CDL, parked facing traffic, so parked the wrong direction. He appeared in court in December. A fine of $140. They gave him 30 days to pay, 60 days deferral. Well, he didn't pay until February. He paid 30 days late. He was thinking the payment was due at the end of his deferral period. So I emailed him and said, we received your payment. However, it was 30 days late to remain on deferral. I'll have to put you on the docket. So he calls and he said, you can do what you want. You can close it if you want. You can set it if you want. I was diagnosed over the holidays with stage 4 cancer. I have about 6 months to live. So I'm just trying to pay off my debts.
Right.
So
Does he have a CDL?
he does, and it's just a
Okay.
parking violation.
We can't give him on that. We can't give probation on part.
I thought we could on parking,
Well,
no?
here's what we're going to do. We're going to just not take any further action on this.
Okay,
All right. Just show it, say, put on the docket, defendant's case closed per the judge.
okay,
All right. With him having stage 4 cancer, I don't think now's the time for us to get into debate over whether he's off, where he can or cannot have deferral.
Right, okay. Sounds good.
Actually, yes, you probably can do that. I don't like it because it's so confusing on what you can and can't do. There's just other ways to do that.
Okay,
So anyway, for his sake, let's just let it go. Okay.
okay,
I don't think anybody, I think justice will be served with that.
okay. Let's see. I'll have to figure out. Dismissed. Okay,
Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna report it, but you'll think so.
yeah. All right,
Or I tell you what, do. All right, tell me again what he was supposed to do.
just pay $140 for a the parking.
Okay, and has he
amount
paid?
amount.
Has
He
he
did.
paid?
He
Okay,
paid it. He
Then
just
just
paid it
say-
at the end of the deferral. He thought he was,
just say deferral complete, case dismissed.
okay,
That's the way to do it. I'll sign that.
okay. February. Okay. Yeah,
He's got enough to worry about.
he wasn't angry or upset or anything. He said, and sometimes you can tell if they're, I don't know, not making it up, but anyway, I could tell in his voice that it's new, and so he's trying to prevent his family from, and he's just getting things taken care of, getting business taken care of.
I'll tell you an interesting story. I was a patrolman during the Vietnam War, and I stopped a guy for speeding. He got out of the car, and he looked like he was a guy that was fresh from the jungle. Okay, and anyway, I asked him why he was speeding. So I'm trying to get back to base, wasn't paying any attention. I said, "Well, I'm going to have to give you a ticket." And I said, "What do you do?" He said, "I'm a forward scout." And he said, "I'm deployed to Vietnam, and I'm catching a plane in the morning." He said, "So, young man, you do what you feel like you need to do." And I was probably 21. He was probably 37 or 38, all scarred up, but he was very respectful. And I
Oh,
said, "Sir, why don't you just get back in your car and go to the base?"
right.
I don't think speeding ticket did much to that guy.
Right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he was gonna be gone for a while, so.
But
Huh.
very nice guy. I often think about him, and I hope that he made it back alive.
Me too. Oh. Edit, change. 350, oops. 15/20/23. Extension 3. Okay. All right.
All right, let's look at Miss Cornwall's package here. While we're waiting for her to call back.
Heather.
Were these two violations, 3 violations? They're all on the same day. They're written on the same ticket.
Mm-hmm. They are 319, 319. Yes, 2 unrestrained child and a
Right.
driving while license invalid, and then a violate promise to appear. She owes. Oh, there's 2 promise to appears.
Yeah, I see there's 2 violations.
Yeah, because she paid the convictions on the first, she just got down to that point and couldn't pay anymore
So she paid the convictions on the,
on the 10460 V.
okay, but the driving while license is valid. Did she pay that?
No,
Okay,
all three of those violations, plus the violate promise to appear that is right below that one. Where is she? Okay. Yeah. At the very beginning, she's got a violate promise to appear. That citation. Why don't the citation numbers pop up on here? Anyway, oh, it is. On the left, 10460V-01. She had previous violations that she had accepted convictions, and she paid all of those out, and then got down to the violate promise to appear and couldn't pay anymore.
Okay.
But in the meantime, she had these other three with the violate promise to appear also still outstanding. She had a list of them. Let me pull her up.
so, but before you do that,
Yeah.
all of these tickets on the 10461,
Uh-huh.
DWLI, child
Mhm.
safety, unrestrained child, all of those have been paid, or is it?
No, they're all
Okay.
outstanding.
Okay.
Yeah. Only what's outstanding is on today's docket.
So what's the total she owes?
It is 2480 and 66 cents.
Okay. And she's gotten other violations since then?
No. Any other violations, she's already taken care of them.
Okay,
Oh, I see what, she only had one other violation. It was a speeding. So she got the speeding in. That's why she was pulled over originally on these others. You know what, Judge? I think one of these violate promise to appears shouldn't be there then.
okay, well, I know how to fix that then.
Okay.
This El Camino, is that in Rome? No, that's one.
She's in Houston. She lives in Houston.
There it is.
Yeah, I don't think that, because they were all on the same offense date. It's just you can only put 4 violations per citation. So they had to go to another citation, and that's why the different number.
Right.
But because they were all the same offense date, I think she should have only gotten one violate promise to appear.
Yeah.
That's
you're
up to
probably
you.
Right. Yeah, I'll take care of that if she'll just call us.
Okay. And that will drop it down. If we remove that first one, that will drop the total down by, I can tell you, it'll drop it down by $426.40. So it'll be 2480.66 minus 426.40 equals. So it'll leave a balance of $2,054.26 if you remove the first violate promise to appear.
Okay, well, let's go and dismiss that one.
Okay.
And are we supposed to call her, or is she gonna call us?
No, she'll call us. She should be calling any second. She verified the number or the link. What time is it?
Oh, it's
Oh,
10:19, it's not too late.
okay. I just got an email. Let me see if that's her. This is the judge. All right. So I do have one. Let me get on this other site and get it removed. So don't forget. That is this one right here. Okay. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. All right. Let me see. Nope. Veronica Jones, I would like to reschedule. Oh, while you're on the visible phone, this girl had a Zoom meeting yesterday. It was her second. She missed January. She missed yesterday. She called this morning. I told her I'd have to get your approval since she's missed two. I'd like to reschedule the court appearance. I missed a Zoom call on 12:15. I will make sure I'm on the next call. Would you please reschedule for another docket? She called and I don't know why she missed the one in January, but she said she missed the one today because during the ice thing, she fell, hurt her leg 2 weeks ago and just didn't get it done.
Well, tell her yes, however, she misses one more that I will consider issuing a warrant for her arrest.
Okay.
Maybe that'll make it important enough for her.
Yeah.
Think about showing up next time.
I told her I don't know if they have already requested it, but when you miss two, sometimes they'll request a failure to appear violation be issued. So I said, you'll just have to send a written request and I'll have to ask the judge. So she
Yeah.
doesn't know if one's been issued yet or not. I always keep them guessing. All right. Let me find Miss Cornwell and I will. Okay. Okay, so that will leave two unrestrained child, driving while license invalid and violate promise to appear. Okay. Okay. Let me get her. I'm sending her the link again. Off right here. Okay.
You remember the discussion we had about the last order from the court administration?
Uh-huh.
You saw what they did. They made these virtual hearings permanent now.
I saw that they were considering it, but I didn't see that it was,
Yeah, you have to read
What-
the whole, and it's the last one. You have to read the whole thing. It-
yeah,
It really just deals mostly with, the meat of it deals with
Mhm.
county, district courts and jury trials. But I'll
Right.
tell you what's happening behind the scenes here. Are we on,
no,
okay,
No.
just me and you, right?
yes.
Okay. The legislature has been pressed over these virtual hearings because the public likes them. Okay, the lawyers like them
Mm-hmm.
because this is as far as the legal system goes, we're kind of the bottom of the rung, even though there's more of us than there are anything else.
Right.
So the lawyers are really pressing for this, both for themselves and for their clients. However, the legislature doesn't want to come and make a big show about it because it's just another reason for a political argument, let's say.
Right.
All right, this is what's behind all of it. So they're kind of doing it backwards. For instance, as a lawyer, I'm not sure the Supreme Court can legislate, like, unless a case is in front of them. Well, the Office of Court Administration has ordered it. If you read the Code of Criminal Procedure, it says you'll do this, 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 and this. Well, I can't change that. You can't change that. But apparently the Court of Administration has. They work for the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeals. So this is all off the record, but this is what's been brewing all along. And nobody wants to admit what's going on. I think probably in last session's legislation, there was a bill introduced and it had everybody's support, but it didn't make it to the floor. That was to make the change in the court, in the Code of Criminal Procedure, to read just exactly what the Court of Administration has done this time. So I think before anybody raises their hand and says, hey, this is unconstitutional, I think that the legislature will do it. But this right now,
Yeah.
that's where we're at.
Wow.
And because I don't know if I don't really know the reason for it, Christy, and I don't think anybody does. I just know that it's very popular amongst the defense attorneys. It's very popular among the judge. It's very popular among the appellate judges. And this is like, we used to put people in jail after 10 days when they didn't show up on, to either set it or pay it. Well, those days are just about over.
Yeah.
There are many cities now that issue warrants, and if a person gets arrested on warrants, they recall. They're turned loose. So I don't know how long they're going to get along with that, but I know there are cities that do that.
Wow.
Yeah,
They just,
for a small city like us, it's counterproductive because it
Kanye
means-
somewhere.
Yeah.
Join the meeting.
Oops, sorry, we have somebody on.
yeah, she's joining.
Okay,
That if they were arrested, if they got arrested by another agency and we were notified of it, we would just recall the warrant and close the case, or just call the
let's-
warrant.
let's don't say we're never going to do that.
No, right,
The other cities that do it,
Right.
yes. When the case is still open, but
Yeah.
they recall the warrant. The
why?
person, I don't know, well,
See, that is counterproductive.
right, but they have more than 2 people running their courts. And
But
that's the politics ends of this. And that's why I keep my job so long, is because I don't do anything political, really. I just see
right.
these things happen in other cities and I just keep my mouth shut. It's
Yeah.
okay for you and I to talk about them.
Yeah.
It's casual, but
Yeah.
it's just,
I don't see where that would serve any purpose.
I don't either, except it still keeps the person from getting their license or registering the car because the case is still open.
The case is still open, but you've just wasted all your time and the expense of issuing a warrant, recalling it without reason. And because
Wasted,
they weren't arrested on yours.
wasted the policeman's time. They probably got their car, they got their car full. I'm just saying it happens. I'm
But
not-
if it was arrested by another agency on a different warrant and you recalled yours,
but
they're
there
not,
was-
yeah, it's, okay. I'm glad we don't do that.
Well, and we're not gonna do that, okay?
Good.
We're not gonna be part
That
of it.
doesn't make
I just-
any sense.
That's why all this stuff is in flux.
Mhm.
And that's why people are so, we have a couple of sites where lawyers do
Mhm.
that are just, they're restricted to just lawyers.
Mhm.
You ought to hear the way people fight over these things on there. Now, if they're just talking, okay, and they're friends and colleagues and associates and learned scholars on there, but
Mhm.
you should see some of the discussions that we get into sometimes.
That is crazy.
Because it's all, but, and again, I know that you've been keeping up with this and I want to kind of let you know
Yes.
what I know. So that's where we're at right now. All right.
All right. She is on. All right, let's get her. Oh, I did hit admit, but it didn't. There she is.
Mr. Cornwell, if you're with us, please unmute your phone for me, please.
There you are.
Yes, I'm unmuted.
Okay. All right. This is Jim Minner. I'm the judge.
Hello.
You have filed an indigency statement with us. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay. Now, let me go over a few things. Are you still employed at $17 an hour?
yes,
Okay. And do you rent or own your house?
I live with my parents.
You live with your parents. Are you paying any rent to your parents?
I don't pay rent. I pay the light bill
Okay.
and
How
my
much-
car note.
Okay. How much is the electricity bill?
It varies from about 150 to like 220 sometimes.
Okay. How much is your car payment?
535.
Okay. Do you have car insurance?
Yes, I have insurance. I pay
Mhm.
167.
67. All right. I see you have two small children. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
11 and a 5-year-old.
He's 6 now.
He's 6. All right.
He just had a birthday.
All right. He's just about getting to that growing stage. You'll have trouble feeding, not just because
Yeah.
it's hard to fill boys up. Let me assure
Oh,
you.
I know.
Okay, hang on just a minute.
Okay.
All right. So it looks like you make about $2,800 a month. Is that right?
That sounds about right.
Okay. Now, how much of that do you pay in income tax?
I'm sorry, say that again.
How much income tax do you pay on that?
How much income tax do I pay?
Yes, ma'am. They take income tax out of your check, don't they?
Oh, yes, like for my insurance and stuff.
Well, no.
Um,
Your IRS, you got to pay the government your income tax, your Social Security, things like that.
mm, I would have to look in my check stub.
Okay.
I think
I'm
it's like $145 maybe.
Well, I think it's about $800 a month, man. What I think it is.
Oh, okay.
It will be by
I
the
don't look at the check stub.
All right, so that gives you
Okay.
a total of $2,000 a month. Now, do you buy any groceries?
Yes, I buy groceries.
Okay, how much do you pay for groceries a month?
A month, I would probably say maybe about 150 to 200.
Well, I don't see how you're doing it for 200, but I'll go with what you say. All right.
It varies. It just depends.
All right. Do you receive any child support?
No, I don't receive child support.
Why?
Well, I was gonna file the child support, but they were asking me for information about the dad that I don't know about. Like, I only have his first and last name, and they were asking for address, phone number, and all these other things. So they said that I would have to make an appointment to come in, and they can try to track him down that way. But I only have his name.
And he's the father of both children?
No, sir, just one.
Okay. What about the father of the other child?
He's in prison.
All right. What other expenses do you have? I imagine you have to buy clothes for those growing kids, don't you?
Yes, definitely have to buy clothes.
Okay. You have an amount every month that you pay that you buy clothes for them?
That also varies, but let me see. I try to write stuff down.
I'm going to say that you pay $200 a month at least for that.
Okay, that sounds about right. Yeah.
I don't know if I could clothe two kids like that for $200 a month. So that
Yeah.
we're getting down to $1,400 expenses of the $2,000 that's available to you.
Mhm.
All right, you owed before you got here today. You owed $2,480.66. Due to Miss Adams looking at your file, she found that it looked like that the computer probably had made a mistake, and so she saved you $426, and that's $2,480 and some change has been reduced to $254 because of her sharp eyes today. So what do we want to do about this $2,054.26 that you owe? You tell me.
Well, that's a lot of money. I was trying to see if I can get it reduced and then get back on a payment plan.
Okay. How far do you live from where you work?
Oh, I live in like Galveston,
Uh-huh.
Texas,
Right.
so it's pretty far.
But I mean, where do you work from your house? How far is it?
Oh, it's like 15, 20 minutes maybe.
Okay. So I imagine you spend another $200 a month on gas, don't you?
For gas, yeah.
Okay. All right. So it looks like to me that you've got $400 a month that's not allocated.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. Okay.
That's if other expenses doesn't come up, like stuff for my car, like oil change or
Oh, I'm aware of that. That's why I'm going through and adding all this stuff. I do it all the time. Now,
yeah.
do you work 40 hours a week?
Anywhere between 30 to 40.
30, 40. Do you have a church that you attend?
I do when I can, because
Okay.
sometimes I work on Sundays. So
Let me ask you this. Would you like to do community service in lieu of paying this $2,054.26?
yeah, I can do community service.
Okay, I will allow you to do that at your church if that will help you.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
awesome. Yes, I can do that.
All right. All right, then here's what I'm going to order. Stand by just a minute. Let me get my calculator working.
Okay. Okay.
Bear with me just a second.
Okay.
All right. This is a big deal here, okay? I'm going to, Christy, write this down.
Yes.
I'm going to order that you either pay $2,054.26 or you do 256 hours community service. Now that's a long
Okay.
time. All right.
That is a long time.
If
How
you
many
will,
hours?
256.
Okay,
However, I'm going to put you on another hearing, another show cause hearing, 3 months from today. Not today, but Christy, what's our May hearing?
May is, May 18.
Write that down, ma'am, May 18th. I
Okay,
want you to call back in here and I want you to tell me how many community service hours that you have completed. All right?
okay,
And if you, based on how many you've done and how this thing is going, I may or may not be able to do something with the 200, or I may or may not do something with the 256 hours, okay?
okay,
But I need to show that you need to show me that you're making an effort. Now,
okay. I can do that.
do you have car seats for these children?
Car, no. My
Okay,
daughter has a booster. She has like the little booster seat.
the 11-year-old has a booster.
No, no, no. The 6-year-old has a booster.
What does the 11-year-old have?
Nothing.
Well, the 6-year-old is too old, is not old enough for a booster, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Got to have a car seat. Here's something else I'm going to
Okay.
order that you do. All right. I'm going to order
Okay.
that you buy 2 car seats for those children
Okay.
because we need to keep those children safe. And I'm going to make that your
Yes,
first priority. And if you will buy 2 car seats for those children and send the receipts, a copy of the receipts into the court, I will reduce the amount that you owe by what you paid for the car seats.
Okay.
Okay, and I want you to promise me you will not drive with those children in the car without car seats.
Okay. I promise.
Okay, all right. Now I expect to see all of that on May 18th. And Christy, you'll have to remind me of all this, of course.
Yes, I've got my notes.
But we'll see how much community service you've done, and we'll see how much that you've got your seats installed in the car. Okay.
Okay. That sounds good. Thank
Okay.
you.
Clearly understand what I'm saying now. Okay.
I do.
Okay. Did you have a current driver's license?
I do.
All right, it's valid.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, let's don't do anything to mess that up because you need to keep your job. Okay.
Yes, please. Thank you. Yes.
All right, ma'am. Do you have any questions?
What does this mean for my driver's license? Is it blocked or anything at this moment?
Christy, is this a straight guilty plea on these?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
ma'am. What happens is when you made this agreement with the prosecutor, you pled guilty to all of these charges. And I can't go back behind that. So
Okay.
when your license come up for renewal, I'm not sure exactly what your situation with the state may be. When
Okay.
when your license going to need to be renewed?
2024, so next year,
Okay. Well,
July 14th, 2024.
just don't get any more tickets between now and then. Okay.
I won't.
All right. Okay. No more questions, right?
No more questions.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Cornwell. You have a good day. Okay.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. I'll just have to remind her to give me the receipts for those car seats,
Yeah, I can't.
and then we can. One of my sons, my oldest son, has a son that will be 8 in April. I have a booster seat for him. It says it's according to his age or his height and weight, but my son will not require Brady sit in a seat, in a booster seat, a car seat, or anything. And I have told him and told him and told him and begged him. A seatbelt is not legal for one, and it's not gonna save that boy's life. He's gonna fly out of that seatbelt. But in my car, grandma makes Brady sit in a required seat. But when he gets in his daddy's truck, I just have to turn a blind eye. Ugh,
You know, I'm a pretty lenient judge, I think you'd say,
yeah,
to work with people.
yeah.
You don't see me giving breaks to anybody that doesn't have a car seat, do you?
No,
Okay,
no,
that's where I draw the line. We don't make
Yeah.
war on children,
no,
and so
no. If heaven forbid something should happen and that baby fly out, you're
Okay.
not gonna get over it.
no. And I think you're right about the booster seat. The reason that the law is written so that I don't feel good about it. It's based on size and height and weight.
Height and weight,
And
yeah.
I think when a child gets to be about 8 years old, my interpretation of the law is, unless they're really tiny or something, that that you can put them in one of those booster seats.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I really wish your son would do that, because
Me too. I keep
after
harping on him.
you've seen a dead child laying on that pavement,
Yep.
it changes your mind about things.
Got thrown out of the window or thrown
Yeah.
through the front of the car, you don't get over it. You're not gonna do it.
One of the cities I worked with last night had to chase, and chase wasn't very long, but 4 people involved. They're all in the hospital, I think in critical condition now.
Ugh.
And of course, what happens, one of them didn't have a seatbelt on and was thrown, I don't know how far from his car, a long way. So. All right, is that it?
That is it. The one that
Okay.
I predicted wouldn't show, didn't show, so hers will be a conviction. That's too bad. One's a speeding and one is a no insurance, so good luck to her.
All right,
And then these others are taken care of and Miss Cornwall's taken care of, so we did good.
good deal. I will keep you up to date on what's going on kind of behind the scenes on this, Christie, just because I know
Okay.
you're interested in.
Yeah, I keep up with that.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, I'm gonna try to, I can't do it next week, but I think the week after, I'm gonna try to get up and sit down and have a chat with the new city manager. I haven't met her.
Okay, and I'm gonna have, once I get the files back from the prosecutor, I'm gonna have, well, I have 2 full, those little clear things, they're
Uh-huh.
packed. So I'm probably gonna have to put them in the banker boxes and I'll have 2 full boxes for you.
Okay, we'll take care of them.
All right, I'll get them to you. Hopefully I can drop them off either on Sunday or I'll text you or something and find out what's a good date to drop them off.
Okay.
So,
All right.
all right. Have a good weekend.